Breakdowns on a holiday can cost you a fortune in time and a fortune in money. What you need to take is a comprehensive toolkit. But what do you need to put in that toolkit? You know, I could rabbit on for ages about what's inside this toolkit and it would be really boring. But because I'm a nice bloke, I've gone and put it up on the website for you so you can print it out and check it out for yourself. Now this wondrous stuff here can be a real lifesaver on the side of the road. This Lanotec is great for C's, nuts and bolts, especially on suspension stuff. You know, you might break a shock absorber or you need to replace the bushes and you can't get the nut and bolt undone because you've had a couple of weeks up the beach. This stuff is gold. You spray it on, let it soak for 5 or 10 minutes, and you know, pretty much every time your nut or your bolt will come undone, and it saves your thread getting damaged as well, so it's really good gear. Now I used to service four-wheel drive vehicles that lived on Fraser Island, and I've got to tell you, I really got to see how bad the rust and corrosion will get into a vehicle if you don't know how to look after it. But I'm going to fill you in on a couple of great little secrets to keep the rust and corrosion out of your 4B. Lanotec lanolin spray is an awesome way to protect your 4B. Spray this stuff just about everywhere that rust could take hold. I'm talking underbody, electricals, screws, bolts, you name it. If it's metal, spray it. It's kind of like sun cream for us. The more you apply, the greater protection. If there are paint chips that go down to bare metal, then there's a chance that rust could take hold. This stuff is biodegradable, so it's not going to harm the environment. And what an easy DIY job. After a serious four-wheel drive adventure, like sand driving on Fraser Island, you really need to get rid of all that mud, sand and salt that's stuck to the underbody of your car, because if you don't, it's going to cause corrosion. And the simplest way to get rid of it is just hosing it off. Make sure you wash thoroughly under the mud guards and under the bodywork. Pay attention to the inside of the chassis rails and up under the spare tyre and bumper. And don't forget to wash down the engine and hose off the radiator, but only when the engine is cool. I reckon it's a good idea the next day to slide under your 4B and have a good look around to make sure you didn't miss any spots. It's the spots you miss that start the problems. Now if you really want to make the underside of your 4B sparkle, there's a top new product by Lanotec called Citra-Force, which is much kinder to the environment than the old petrochemical concoctions. It's made out of citrus oils and it strips away all the goop that can be caught under your four-wheel drive. And it's one of the best things to remove the Lanotec lanolin spray that we applied under here before we hit the beach. So if you treat your 4B with a bit of love, it'll be around for many years to come.